Hey everyone, welcome back to the District 3 podcast. My name is Irvin.
This is Elena.
And I'm Miggs.
It's a full team this episode.
Woo.
It's been what, like, I don't even know how long it's been. We did do one a few months ago, right? But it was like the quality of it, probably audio quality of it wasn't that great. And I think Miggs pointed out in that episode, he was kind of like, if we sound a little bit off, he's like, it's because me and Elena are using the same mic.
Oh yeah.
Sure, Miggs. That was I'm not gonna cuss yet. But
you gotta wait 3 minutes at least.
But that sucked to edit just because we were sharing the same mic and we were both in different volumes. So I pretty much had to do a cut and then raise it for her, lower it for me. You know, cut, lower, raise it for her, lower for me.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and
your work doesn't go unseen, Miggs.
Yeah, thank you, Miggs.
Thank you,
Miggs. Today we're actually still recording here from the Fayette Public Library, but now from their bigger studio. We're not in the smaller studio. We're in the big studio where people actually record music. There's different local artists that actually come here and record like their EPs, their albums here in the studio. We're using it for podcasting as we wait to see what the future will look like for us. Hopefully we'll have some news on that soon to let people know. But today we're actually joined by someone who I actually just met for the first time. Miggs had already met her, I think a few weeks back, I believe. Joining us is Daniela Pedraza. She is a beverage director. She's a bartender. She's also an artist, and she was voted VinePair's Best New Bartender of 2025. Daniela, thank you for joining us today.
Welcome.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Mixologist.
Hey, hashtag alchemy.
What is it?
Alchemy.
Alchemist.
Alchemist and hashtag kombucha as well.
I thought about going for Halloween like one of those like really insufferable mixologists and like getting a really crazy mustache and like what is it, like a bowler hat, and like getting a monocle. That's gonna definitely be one of my costumes in the forthcoming years for sure.
What did you end up dressing up as?
I dressed up as a fresa. But like from Monterrey.
Yeah. You meant like
a chica fresa.
Yeah. And then my partner dressed up as an actual strawberry because we found like a strawberry cutout thing at Goodwill. So it was like doble fresa,
Wait, how does the fresa outfit look like in regards to the fresa de Monterrey that you said?
Oh, really? I just dressed up as the daughter that my mom always wanted.
Do you have the slang down?
If I really wanted to, yeah, but I just like don't talk like that.
I kind of want to hear a little bit of it.
I remember that song. ¿Qué va a pedir la princesa? ¿Qué se le antoja a la reina? That's so cool. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad we'll be able.
Banana split, no?
Yeah, un banana split, por favor. Who sings the song, by the way? Is it like it's not La Banda Machos, right? It's
I couldn't tell you who sang it.
Grupo Mexicano or something like that.
If you mentioned it, I would know, but I don't know.
I forgot. Daniela, are you originally from here, from like the U.S., or did you migrate from a different country?
Everyone's always asking us that, don't you think? I'm from St. Louis, born and raised. My mom is from Linares, Nuevo León in Mexico, just a little bit outside of Monterrey, and then my dad was from St. Louis as well. So I just moved down here to Bentonville in July.
Oh, okay.
Very new to the area. I
asked because we were talking ahead of time, and you mentioned that your mom was from Nuevo León, so I didn't know if you were from over there too. But
I wish.
So St. Louis, then born and raised.
Oh
wow.
Air Force Ones on and everything.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, the new dad shoes I hear.
I know. I hate it. I need my black Air Force Ones back. I had to toss my old pair out.
I can never do Air Force One just because I'm a sloppy person. Yeah. So like I was like I even try to like rock like the white Dodger shirts every once in a while, but it doesn't fail. First day I wear it, fucking salsa stain.
Yeah.
That's on your suedes right now. Look.
Where? Oh yeah, that's old. I got these shoes in particular just because I knew they were gonna look good when they get old.
Patina. A patina is what people call it. Like a.
I got the shoe because I knew it was gonna be a patina.
It's gonna be nice.
I love learning about people's like origin story. That's why I ask you where you came from. Do you ever talk about like your mom's origin story of how she came here and what that looked like? Have you ever talked about that publicly?
Not publicly, probably more privately.
Because I feel like a lot of the times we don't have the opportunity to talk about our parents' story. Sometimes it's like too scary to talk.
Right, and like everybody makes assumptions that like aren't always the greatest because it's just not everybody's story. Like there's a million stories out there, right? So like why would people just have one preconceived notion of like how people came to this country?
Yeah, especially like working in the immigration field like I do, there is different types of stories of the way that people get here. And I find that when we ask people specifically in this podcast about like their family's origin story, a lot of it's like Mexico or El Salvador to Los Angeles, and then from Los Angeles to here. Like that's our kind of stories.
All three of you.
Yeah, like all of us were Mexico, Salvador, Mexico to California, and then from California here.
Shout out California.
Yeah, shout out California. Were you gonna say something, Miggs?
Go Dodgers.
it looks like you buffered a little bit.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say it's like, well, I mean, my story starts in California. Like it never anywhere.
Well, your parents.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The parents come from from a different country and then end up in California. And then a lot of our guests here also have a very similar story. Like I think a good portion of them, I don't know what the percentage would look like, but it's been like Mexico to California to here, and it's usually the poultry industry that brought people here.
Every time you say that, I have to correct you and say there's a lot of Texas people here too.
I was gonna say, where's Dallas Nation at? Like, everybody's going to Texas.
There is.
You know?
Just, I guess we never get that many people here in this podcast that do so.
You know,
but I mean, when I moved here, it was a lot of people from. I mean, yeah, they were either from California or Texas.
Interesting.
Yeah, we don't get that many here. Huh?
Yeah, most people are California, but St. Louis is such a unique spot because it's close to Chicago, and I feel like it's also close to just like it's a good hub. You can go into like rural areas if you kind of want.
Well, it was gonna be the nation's capital at one point if you open up
a true St. Louis person here.
What happened with it?
I don't.
Oh well, Washington wanted slaves, so they made it on the Potomac River instead. So that's why it's in D.C. and not here, or not in St. Louis.
Oh wow, I feel like it kind of would make sense for it to be in Missouri more because it's kind of more of a centralized.
Yeah.
Well, and there was like Lewis and Clark, and all of that.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true. So how was life living in St. Louis? Like how was it being raised there?
Yo, it's like Brick City, honestly. I don't know how to describe it other than that, but like it's got a lot of like rugged characteristics mixed with some like urban beauty. I love St. Louis dearly, but I knew that I couldn't live there forever, so I'm really happy that I'm in this new adventure in Arkansas, honestly, out of all places in the U.S.
Have you been to Oklahoma City?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because that place is pretty bricky. Call it Bricktown, and it's also mixed with like some modern swag. So I was wondering if that's kind of what it was like.
I wouldn't be surprised. Philadelphia to me feels like a pretty comparable like feel in terms of like city vibe.
Also, because I mean, OKC does feel like hella new.
Okay.
So does St. Louis feel new or does it feel old?
It feels old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It feels old.
Yeah, so like a Philly.
It's got some grit. It's got a lot of blue collar grit to it. People with stuff under their nails.
Bootstraps
No, but I was just wondering because the only time I've been there was right after the I don't know, what did you call it? Were there the riots? I don't know. There weren't really riots. After the protests.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then, but I was really surprised when I stopped by there that, like, well, I mean, not the fact that all the windows were blown out, but just the fact that, I mean, they had woods, maybe even to cover up from them.
Oh, was this after Ferguson?
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
and then there was, but they're on all those I know those covered like windows with plywood, like it was like beautiful artwork on top of every single one of them.
And Ferguson happened 2016?
Yeah,
it's been a minute.
Yeah, because that was before.
I want to say 2011 or 2012.
Was it that? Yeah. Okay.
No, no. It's 2014.
Yeah, no, then it happened way after because I want to say it happened right after the pandemic is when I went.
Okay, so after George Floyd,
after the Black Lives Matter.
Oh, okay. Well, there's always protests.
So, right. But that's also really unique because here the protests don't look as big as like what happens in St. Louis. And are you from the city?
I am from the suburbs, but the last 10 years of my life, I lived in the city. I went to St. Louis University. So like since I was 18, I was in the city proper, you know.
And what did you say? You mentioned that you just didn't see yourself living there for the rest of your life. Is there a reason? Like, is there some things outside of St. Louis you were kind of like, that's kind of what I want?
Well, I think like I've been very lucky and very privileged to have traveled outside of my home city, and going to a country that speaks another language that I also speak makes me feel more at home than any English-speaking country does.
Mm-hmm. I definitely understand that. Have you had the opportunity to visit Nuevo León?
Yeah. A lot as a kid. We would go for a month at a time, typically either in the summer or in the winter. My mom was a teacher growing up, so it was really nice that we had that much vacation time, you know.
Nice. I've been to Monterrey before because I have 2 aunts that live over there.
Okay.
And stuff. It's really pretty. And I definitely understand the vibe of going to a place where they speak a certain language and you feel more comfortable. Even though like my experiences in Mexico sometimes have kind of been where people don't take me as a full-on Mexican sometimes because like maybe my Spanish has gotten way better than it did when I was a kid, and I would go and I'd just be like, I wouldn't be an Osabo kid, but I'd be like on the lines of it. I don't speak professional Spanish but then when I'm here, it's kind of like that Elena saying, right? Where the dad's like,
you just can't really win either which way. And the best thing that you can do is just like keep swimming, you know?
Yeah. And as long as like our family is like welcoming of us, loving of us, and doesn't judge us, because most of the judging came from people that were not my family whenever I would go visit.
Right. And it's like, who cares about them?
True.
I also want to say that I'm not Mexican, but I feel a lot more Mexican than Irvin.
And what? Let's explore this. Go ahead and tell me why.
I can't.
I can't.
Yeah, I don't want to get canceled.
Exhibit A. But yeah, I definitely understand that. But being here, what are you feeling? Like, what's your first feelings when you're coming to Northwest Arkansas and you're getting to know the businesses, the people around? Like, do you see this as a place where you can call like your forever home, or is there something else that you're longing eventually with your career specifically?
She's only been here for a few months.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
He's like, okay, what's your 5-year forecast? Like now.
Because you kind of get it when people here even if you're here for a little bit, you're just kind of like, oh,
it took me 2 years to realize I think I might like it here.
Yeah. Most people.
I definitely
takes them a minute.
really enjoy it here. People are so much happier here that I have seen in other cities that I've lived in. So it's really welcoming in that way. Like I was at Walmart, like when I first moved here, and I like just like keep to myself. I have a hat on, you know, I'm like on my phone, just like strolling the aisles, and I yawned, and one of the associates was like, "Oh, are you a little tired today?" And I was like, "Oh my God, why are people watching me?" Like that's really weird. Like in St. Louis, like nobody is talking to each other like that. And I was like, oh my God, this is coming from such a place of like sincere care, but it really threw me off. And I was like, yeah. And like he didn't like that was it, right? Yeah. I was like, yeah, I am a little tired today.
Thank you. I see it more in like when people open doors here, and people are more likely to open your doors. But when you go to a different state, like I love New York, right? But when I've gone to New York, they're just they're not even rude. They're just going about their day. And there's just so much things going on, I guess, that they don't even pay attention to that. But here, like someone will open the door for you if you're like close to the door and they're opening it themselves. Like they'll leave it open for you. Right. You know, which is very interesting.
I heard this here recently. I forgot on what show it was, but he's like, you can't blame like New Yorkers. He's like, because this guy was from New York, and he's like, listen, like I live here, and you know, there's millions of people here, and it's kind of like, yeah, get out of my way. Yeah, you know, like and somebody's always in your way. Like it's not being rude. It's just there's a lot of people there.
Yeah, I didn't personally take offense to it. But I did notice when I came back though, and I was like, oh, like it's not a normal thing to just constantly open the door or even wait to open the door, even if someone's like 20 feet away and they're like,
what do they call it? That Southern comfort or that Southern
hospitality?
Yeah, hospitality.
You know,
Southern comfort is a liquor. We'll get into that later.
Yeah. Daniela brought some drinks to mix here for us, but then we were told we're not allowed to bring in drinks or open drinks here at the library.
We almost got away with it.
I was joking that we're gonna do these at the parking lot after this. I think we'll get on.
I think we can maybe do them in the.
It's okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. We won't say when we're doing them because we're not going to do them.
Don't say
in
that.
fact,
don't criminalize yourself.
So
we're not drinking today.
I think whenever it comes to like Hispanic culture, you either have the side of the family that's like super Christian and refuses to drink any alcohol, or you have the family that is like rompompe, like, you know, for little kids whenever they're young, or, you know, alcohol is like very ingrained in kind of like our culture, right? Did you kind of grow up with alcohol around you?
Yes.
As someone from Jalisco, like from someone from Jalisco, like, you know, like we grew up learning about the tequila and like the agave plants, and so
generally speaking, like I would say that my Mexican side of the family like felt pretty comfortable with alcohol, like wine, beers. Like my abuelitas would have one beer every day at like noon and just like enjoy their
I'm gonna start doing that
time together. They'd just like sit in their garage with their rocking chairs and just have a beer. It's really sweet. And my dad's side of the family was a little bit crazier with the alcohol intake, but so
what drew you to like, you know, start like mixing drinks? And
oh, that's a loaded question. My my father passed away a few years ago, and I was working in healthcare at the time for about 4 or 5 years, mostly in access and education for Latinos or like Spanish speaking only patients. And I would do a lot of advocacy for them, even going so far as to teaching sexual and reproductive health to high schoolers in Boston. But when my father passed away, I like literally could not think of like what will next week look like. And I knew that I couldn't continue with the jobs that I had been pursuing or like the career that I had been in, because I couldn't even think about, you know, what my 5-year plan was. And if you would have asked me 5 years ago, do you see yourself living in Arkansas, I would have said, no, what are you talking about? But I was very blessed in that this was during COVID, so I had spent some time reading books that summer, and some of them happened to be cocktail books. I really wanted to like make a good cocktail at home because I couldn't go out. And I was just like, I'm just going to make a really good margarita to start. I'm going to make a really good gimlet to start. I'm going to start with 1 or 2 bottles and just like have a nice drink with me and my partner, me and my family, whatever. Boom, you know, shoe drops. My mom is like, hey, I'm on my way to Boston to come pick you up. Make sure you have all your things packed. We're going home to Springfield. I'm not from Springfield, but it's where my mom lives now. So took me all the way there.
Springfield, Missouri?
Yes, Springfield, Missouri. There's a lot of Springfields.
There's also one in Illinois.
There's too many.
Yeah.
So she happened to know a restaurant owner, and they needed a bartender, and I don't even know why they had confidence in me, truthfully. Like, you know, young girl. Word. Yeah, like I don't even know what's going on, but like, yeah, I think I could do some bartending. Will you guys let me, please? And they did. So I worked in Springfield for a few months, and then from there I moved back home to St. Louis just to have my own friends and community that I was more accustomed to.
Oh, wow. Alcohol runs rampant on both my sides of my family. Like it's like, I think it's part of the culture. So your mom was always comfortable, like when you told her like, hey, I want to be in the beverage.
Comfortable is a really strong word.
Yeah, I was
like culturally in the family, like it's okay. My dad was an alcoholic for a good amount of his years, and because of that, my mom was not thrilled about my choice in becoming a bartender.
That's why I ask. My dad died of alcoholism, so whenever I drink and my mom sees me drink 2 or 3 drinks, my mom's like, ya deja de tomar, estás tomando tanto. And if I would tell her like I'm gonna be doing this like for a living, she'd be really worried. That's why I ask.
She's definitely always worried. She teeter-totters on being supportive and not supportive just because of that reason, but I know in my heart that she loves that I have so much passion for what I do and the stories that I choose to tell through you know, in Spanish the word exists, but in English it doesn't really work, like cocteleria. Like I wish I could say that in English. Cocktailery.
What is
that?
It's
just not the same.
Yeah.
I don't know, just like the
It have to be like cocktail and boutique mixed together, I feel like.
yeah, something like that, right? Like
I can't think of
is it. Is it a genre of work or is that like a business? Cocteleria.
I would say more like genre of work.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, because I don't even know what.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mixology kind of be somewhat similar?
Yeah.
Kind of be like the word.
Mixologist, but I don't know. It just doesn't have that same pizzazz, you know.
So how do you explain when you explain to your mom what you do with in the beverage industry? How do you explain that to her?
She always just tells me, "Cuidado con eso," and I'm like, "Okay." But truthfully, I think that my competition career for cocktails has really proven to her like how much I do care about what I'm doing, even though if it's just mixing silly little drinks and that make people feel good for 10 minutes. I choose to look at it as more of like a art form. So a lot of times when I'm making cocktails, not only am I thinking about ingredients and composition and balance or like style, I'm also thinking about the stories that I can tell through it, about me, about, you know, different references from my past, or like, oh, I was on a trip one time and I really want to bring this ingredient forward. How does it make sense in the rest of the story of this cocktail? And I think that has been my success in my little corner of cocteleria.
What are some like bases that you like to use in your drinks that you find yourself using a lot?
I probably lean towards mezcal and gin the most, followed by tequila. I just love the range that mezcal has and like can give in drinks, and the same thing with gin, and they actually go really well together in a dirty martini.
Okay. How is your experiences like as a bartender? I feel like men have different experiences than women do when they're bartending. Maybe because of men as well, right? Because of the men that come into wherever you're bartending at. Would you say that you've managed the way that you work to a point where you know when to like shut someone off, that's someone that's being like maybe a little bit too much when they're intoxicated, when they're talking to you? Is that something that you even think of? Because I know that I have friends that have bartended, and I have some friends that have stopped bartending because they didn't like a lot of the experiences that they had when people were super intoxicated.
Oh yeah, people can get weird, but I mean, people can get weird anywhere.
Yeah, my bad about that night.
No wonder when I said that she looked at Miggs. But yeah, people like, I tell them all the time that sometimes when I go to bars and I'm not even bartending, right? I'll have someone who feels a certain way about me, and they feel empowered because of the alcohol in their system, and they'll come up and say some really condescending stuff. So I'm wondering, like, if someone is at a bar for hours and you're bartending, like, what are some of the experiences that you have where people are a little bit too much when they're under the influence, you know? Especially as a woman.
Right.
I feel like
because
women
this is
get
a whole other different level of vulnerability, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, men can kind of, like, puff up their chest a little bit and be like, back off, Bucky. And I can't really do that because I'd lose my job, if I'm being honest.
Oh, yeah.
Not necessarily where I work now, but just in the general context of the work that I do, I definitely lean more towards, like, fine dining and, like, craft cocktails. So because of that, I haven't had a lot of experiences where people are like too intoxicated, and you were not that bad.
6 out of 5.
I had to do a couple circles because I was like, oh, I just got to do other things. I can't just like sit and talk, but I will talk for a little bit, you know.
See, I'm really glad to hear that because, you know, recently there was like something brought up in my own family on like the way that my sister was dressing, right? She gets to like just like she just gets to dress up how she wants to. And you know, my brothers were a little worried. I'm like, you guys don't understand. She is privileged. Like she has a different, she didn't grow up where we grew up. So she doesn't have weirdos or creeps or, you know, people who can just say things that they shouldn't to women, right?
Right.
And like it's a different type of privilege that, you know, that's new, but it's like she doesn't worry about it because she hasn't encountered that, which is a blessing, you know. And like, you know, I'm glad that there's like areas out here that sure you just have to circle around a bit, but you're not having to be like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to get this guy out, blacklist him.
Oh no,
you know.
And even if it was to the point where I would want to kick somebody out, I am like too polite to ever even want to do it. So I just like default to the other bartender dealing with it.
Yeah, that's real.
I'm the polite one, even though I have a resting bitch face. My bartenders have always been like a little meaner looking, but are like the ones that are much nicer. So it kind of works out balance wise if you have a good co-bartender.
And the competition that you did, that you won, what did that kind of look like?
Which one?
I'm sorry.
It's the VinePair one.
The 2025.
Yeah, so that was a really, really exciting one. I entered for VinePair's inaugural Best New Bartender. It was sponsored by Luxardo. And that was crazy. You know, I started entering cocktail competitions like a year and a half ago, and I didn't think that it would get to this point where I'm like nationally recognized. And like, I mean, I feel like Michael Phelps a little bit.
Yeah, you should.
But
you got a pair. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Wait, what?
Just kidding. Well, not literally, but
I got a pair. I got a pair. Now what? Figuratively.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of competitions are online. Like you'll just find, you know, different liquor sponsor and a different magazine. A lot of them have to have like a magazine or like a publishing connection for the way that the rules work in the US. So I just started doing a bunch of research about different competitions that might pique my interest. And I haven't entered all of the ones that I've seen, but a lot of them have been really enticing for me. And if anything, they're just a really good way for me to challenge myself and my artistry and my creativity. It's almost like taking a test, right? Like I'm always studying, but like, can I complete the test?
So do you get to come in with your own flavors, or do they kind of, you know, I'm thinking like chopped style?
A lot of times. Okay, so that's actually a great question. You know? So true. A lot of times the competitions will have like some sort of format that they want you to follow, whether it's like a recipe in terms of like you must use 1 ounce, 2 ounces of this spirit, or they'll have like a theme. The first one that I did was garden themed, so I could pretty much use anything in my imaginative garden and put it together using locally made spirits, which was great. For VinePairs, I was able to submit a cocktail that best spoke to who I am as a bartender and like why, and it got bonus points if it was currently on the menu. So would you believe me if I told you that a dirty martini brought me to Bentonville?
I could see that.
Oh, wow.
Like filthy
that's
martini
like,
brought me to Bentonville. It felt pretty good.
Like sometimes what you least expect, right?
So I had to submit like that, a bunch of stuff about who I am. I even had to submit a video of myself, and I think that that's probably what blew them away, because I like showed them like what my days look like as a bartender, instead of just like sitting in front of the camera and answering questions for them. Yeah. I like showed them like me doing my hair in the mornings, me driving to work and singing songs and like interacting with my guests. So that was really fun to show like a different side of me that I don't really get to not show off, but like
showcase.
Yeah.
Do you think it was the genuineness?
I think so too. Like the authenticity definitely connects with people a lot too. So for VinePairs, the way that they had theirs set up, it was a closed competition. So it was just like the 4 competitors and the VinePair team in Manhattan. And the first round of the competition was like a chopped, essentially. They gave us a gift card to Whole Foods. We all had to walk 2 blocks away, get a couple of ingredients from Whole Foods, and make a cocktail in less than an hour with using Luxardo products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of stressful to me.
It was a little stressful, especially when you're up against 3 of the other best new bartenders in the U.S.
Yeah.
And are they going to the same store?
Yeah, we're all at the same store.
Oh wow!
So we're all like buddy and like talking like, what do you think you're gonna do? Like, what do you think you're gonna do? And part of it is like, I don't want to do what he's doing, right? Like, I don't want to copy what the other person's doing, but
that's a good idea,
right? What I really liked about that section, though, personally, is that our cocktails, in terms of like the judges tasting, are chopped round, essentially. It like made sense in terms of like tasting menu style. So like mine was like a Negroni spritz. It's like bitter, fruity. I used like a seasonal raspberry apricot or something. The second person did a like martini. That was really good too. It was like a really fun martini. The third person did like tiki rum cocktail style. It wasn't with rum, but it was like a tropical cocktail style. And then the fourth person did like a espresso martini, or like a espresso coffee cocktail. So just in terms of like, if I were a judge and I had to taste that lineup for it to be like a totally random round, that was like amazing to me. That felt so satisfying that 4 bartenders from different places in the U.S. like still really put it together, you know.
How do I sign up to be a judge on those things?
Right?
Give me 8 drinks to try. How did you feel? Did you feel pretty confident about your drink when you were done?
I did a lot of research.
And so now you're working at Yeyo's.
Yes.
Do you get to pick the seasonal drinks that are on the menu right now? And do you get to mess around with like, hey, maybe we should try this with this?
Yeah. So I just signed on as Yeyo's beverage director a few months back. And in the last 2 weeks, we had our first menu launch for cocktails. And they'll definitely be seasonal, rotating. All the ones on the menu are mine right now, but that's just because I'm working towards teaching my team how can we all create cocktails together. And I find a lot of times it's easier if you have an example. So in this next phase,
off, but I was there the first day of her menu.
True.
You try all of them?
He tried damn near all of them.
No invito? Damn.
You wouldn't have gone.
Damn, I would have pulled up. What are some of the drinks that you had on the menu?
So for the Yeyo's location in Bentonville and the Yeyo's location in Rogers, I have 2 separate menus. The only common drink on the menu is La Clásica, which is a classic margarita. She's cute. She's sexy. She's Blanco or Espadín, and she can come in a pitcher.
Okay. I'll pull up.
You should pull up. Pull up.
I will, especially since you said pitcher.
Will this be all the way through like the rest of this year?
So I have always operated on like a, if it's still in season, keep going for it. But you also have to be looking at numbers too, right? Like the boring stuff. Is the cocktail actually selling? Is it worth making another batch of? Should I just do something else? Because I can do whatever I want. But like strategy wise, right? Like how do I want to interact with my everyday guests? I'm very fortunate in that Yeyo's is not struggling for guest numbers. Pretty steady amount of people coming through. So the best thing that I can do is just show up consistently and deliver well-balanced drinks.
So looking at us as individuals, what do you think would be our drink of choice?
Okay, if I'm going to pick off of the Yeyo's menu. Okay, you last.
I feel like, Miggs might be easier since you've already kind of served him before, but like if you have to guess his favorite drink.
Miggs is easy.
Since he's there every day. We'll start with Miggs and then go to Elena and me.
Okay, I'm going to do one classic cocktail, like just off the bat, and then I'll do one specific to the Yeyo's menus.
Okay, that sounds good.
So for my friend Miggs, it's going to be a Mezcal Negroni. And not just because he had 3.
No, I only had like 2.
Okay.
It was 2. I'm just being funny. But then if I had to give him a Yeyo's cocktail, over at Rogers, we have a mole Manhattan called Chocolate.
Oh, okay.
It's got tequila and mezcal, ancho chili, guajillo chili. It's got some creme de
We
cacao.
should be done here by 5 today.
Are you working today?
Dude, no, I was thinking about it. I was like what? Because I was thinking about it earlier. What would be my drink? And I was almost thinking like, you know what? Like I do get like Manhattan often. And then you just mentioned a mezcal Manhattan with what?
Mole.
Chile?
Yeah, and chocolate, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
That one's gasolina. Gasolina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seriously. I could chug that.
We'll have to try that.
That's good.
What about Elena?
Okay, for Elena, Oh,
I like the face
you're
you're
so
making.
cute. Your smile.
She's like, Elena, can you even drink? Are you old enough yet?
Precious.
I used
Don't
to.
give her any
I
hints.
know. let me just because I've had 2 kids back to back, so I haven't been able to go and enjoy myself.
Just like the Dodgers
Live
back
the
to back, baby.
The Dodgers won. If you're listening to this, but yeah. So I'm like thinking about all the fun drinks I used to have right before that.
I think you would probably have a cocktail at brunch.
Interesting.
You know,
Okay.
it's giving brunch cocktail. Maybe influenced because you have the kids, right? For me, your energy is giving off like Aperol spritz, but like a little sexier. Like you might ask them to do like a little extra flavor in there. You know, give a little juice.
I do love me a spritz.
See,
And my mimosas.
I didn't want to say mimosa because that's too basic.
And an Irish coffee.
No, that's good. And then for the Yeyo's drinks, let me think. Oh, I think you would like the melon sour over at Rogers too.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
you didn't even have
Which
it.
other one?
Wait, was the melon sour not the watermelon oh no, it's a watermelon margarita. I think.
Okay, give me one for the Bentonville one because I
Okay,
need
you
a
want a
date night.
Bentonville one?
Yeah.
Then
that's our
you
spot.
would like the heat wave. You would
Okay.
like the heat wave, the one that
that what it's called?
Miggs is talking about. Yeah, it's clarified milk punch.
Okay.
I'll go into that in just a minute here, but it's with reposado tequila, lime, watermelon, and then some ancho chili.
Okay.
And then we actually made a candy out of the rind of the watermelon that we used, so it was fully zero waste, and we're using it as the garnish.
Now that is, I've never heard about that. That is really cool.
I told her, I was like, dude, if I brought like a date here, like I would order these right off the bat, just like to start off with.
Yeah, that is so cool.
It's like juice. It tastes so good. And the best and worst thing about clarified milk punches is the cocktail I brought for us today. One of, anyways.
The one that we will never try.
Right.
The one that the Fava Public Library doesn't know is here.
Right.
Pero cuando tú haces drinks, ¿sí pegan? ¿El alcohol sí se siente? ¿Sí se siente? Pero
Muy bien, o sea,
Okay.
todo en balance, but claro que sí pegue.
Digo porque cuando voy a otros lugares, ordenas uno, obviously no son tan profesionales como tú,
Oh,
¿verdad?
thank you.
Pero ordeno algo y siento como que tomé algo con pura azúcar y no se siente el alcohol.
No, a mí no me gusta tenerlo tan azucarado. Like really, I know that the American South likes sugar. I do, but in balance. So if I'm going to have it be a sweeter cocktail, I'll definitely make sure that I add other components so that it's not just the forefront flavor that you're tasting, because I want you to taste the actual flavors, not just sugar.
I'm excited. I'm gonna pull up. We have to schedule a day where we can all go.
Shit, I got time today.
When you're in there. I don't know how much time I got.
Okay, and then for you, my friend Irvin.
I'm very basic, remember? I'm
Stop
basic.
trying to give a hint to it here.
Basic can be a lot of things.
I'm going to go...
Can I give you a hint? Just to make
No,
stop.
stop.
I think it's gonna be
You
hard.
already did.
Okay.
I think you would like old fashions. Am I wrong?
You are wrong.
Really?
I don't like
Really?
old fashions.
Really?
But I'm gonna give you a hint because
Okay.
I know it's. Think about like
Can she do her Yeyo's one, or does she need the hint for that one?
no, just for this one, for this
just
one.
for this.
I'm like think about like college.
Yeah.
What do people drink in college a lot? that people drink a lot in college and then they stop drinking
There's
it when they're
Pitbull
older.
song.
It's like Pabst Blue Ribbon.
No.
You're doing Jaeger bombs?
No, I'm a
Close.
I'm a Fireball and Coke.
Oh no.
Fireball and
No.
Coke.
I
I told you
told you.
That's
basic.
the reaction
No,
we
I
gave
told
him
you.
to.
I told you
Yeah.
super basic. Fireball and Coke is my favorite drink.
Really?
And then I'll also do Jack and Coke. And
She
then
lost respect for you.
I thought
then-
you just said you didn't like sugar all like that.
not in the other drinks, but I do like. I do like. And then my third drink is rum chata and Fireball cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh, I have heard of that. I have heard of that.
Yeah.
The rum chata Fireball is not bad.
I could kind of
Well,
get behind that.
Yeah.
You can't get behind.
I do the rum
Fireball
chata
and
with the
Coke?
Dr. Pepper or whatever. That's pretty
No one
good.
co-signs on my Fireball and Coke here. No
So
one?
you see why I'm more Mexican
I'm
than
not
Irvin is?
Fireball.
Like, low key. Low key.
What you mean,
He's
Coke
out
is
here like
alcohol?
Fireball and Coke.
Coke is Mexican. What you
Dude,
talking
I
about?
was like, I want to see her face when he.
Damn, I know. I saw the disappointment like live here.
No.
But what about the Yeyos? Well, now that you know, like I'm super basic,
Okay.
but still surprised me though because I do want to try something that's really good at Yeyos. What would you recommend? And I next time I go, I will try this one drink that you recommend.
Okay, I think that you might like the Tropico Queta.
Okay.
Oh, the
Damn.
tropical queta.
Let me write that down real quick.
Tropico Queta.
Bichota.
Right? It's bichota season.
I mean, I don't think this is the correct term, but some people tell me that I like girly drinks. That's what they say.
Oh, perfect.
And
It's not girly.
okay.
It's a lighter, fruitier Negroni with coconut and banana.
Okay. Tropi coqueta.
I know we are running pretty close on time, but
We're
do
not.
tell
We
us
got
about
time. We got
Okay,
time.
okay,
We're
the
going.
milk
We're going
punch?
to. Oh, on her time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We're chilling. We have like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Okay.
Okie dokie. I thought you were talking about our next guest, but we've scheduled him till 2
Oh
p.m.
no.
so we're good.
Yeah. I'm just
You're good. But what would you recommend? You know, go ahead.
I just wanted to know if you could do that milk punch, like what that is.
Oh,
real
yeah.
quick.
Perfect. Okay. I love talking about milk punches. This is like one of my passions. And I know that every bartender goes through a milk punch phase, but mine are better. I don't know what to tell you. So a clarified milk punch is a cocktail making technique that dates back to Ben Franklin's time. This is important for a couple of reasons. Ben Franklin did not invent milk punches. He was just one of the white men that wrote it down in his journals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Christopher Columbus vibes.
Right. But the reason that it's important that it dates back to that time period is because they didn't have modern refrigeration. So when they would have parties, they would make a punch style cocktail where everything's in a big bowl. It would typically consist of spirit, citrus, bitters, and sugar. You would go up, fill up your little punch cup, and have yourself a nice little party. At the end of the party, they didn't want the cocktail to go to waste. So the problem in the cocktail format is that it has citrus. If you leave it just sitting for too long, it will oxidize, turn bitter, turn a little bit more sour than you'd like to, and you're not going to enjoy it the same way that you would have the night of the party. But if you pour it really slowly into milk, it will curdle because of the citrus in the cocktail. That curdling, if you do this right, slowly, appropriate, ends up acting as a filter for the rest of the cocktail. So you're able to filter the rest of the liquids through the curds and use those proteins as a filter to take out unpleasant flavors and just like generally speaking make the cocktail feel more cohesive because of the way that's then put into the cocktail. So it's really silky in its mouthfeel. It can have a dangerous amount of alcohol and you wouldn't even know it because it's not giving you the bite on your tongue that you would normally feel.
I saw something about this in my brain rot feed on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah. What it was like, but it was like a filter that people were using for like vodka, and they put the vodka through the filter, and it would taste like water. Like you wouldn't be able to.
Vodka already tastes like water.
Yeah, but people would drink a lot of it, not knowing how much. Like they were even using it as like pranks and stuff.
So
Yeah.
My husband Jasper doesn't like to drink really, but we had milk punch stuff last date night, and he was like obsessed. He was like, this doesn't even taste strong. So I'm excited. Yes. You guys have this at Yeyo's?
Yes,
like
so we have the Heat Wave at Yeyo's is a clarified milk punch. It is gasolina as well. It seriously just tastes like watermelon juice, but like in the most delicate way.
Okay.
You know, and it has a chili salt rim, so you still get a little bit of like spice, salt on there.
Okay.
Really delish.
And Daniela, what do you do to take care of your mental health? That's the question that we ask everyone.
That's such a good question. I actually was looking up therapists in the area because I
got some recommendations.
Okay, actually, great.
Especially if you want like some Latina therapists.
Need that. I looked on like 6 pages of psychology today.
Okay. We got the hookup.
Nothing against those people on Psychology Today. You ever look at their profile pictures though? Because they make me laugh sometimes.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Like, cause sometimes it'll be like a 45-year-old woman taking a selfie. It's like, and you're like,
I trust her.
Yeah, that's my therapist. I would say that I like to spend time with my dogs a lot. They are like little Chiweenies. They're little monsters, and I call them Chiweenie Nation. They like to get on my chest, and that's really calming for me. But other than that, I like to go on walks. I'm a walking girl. You know what I mean?
Like, are you talking about dog walk, or are you talking about like hot girl walk kind of thing?
Like a hot girl walk. Sometimes the weenies come.
Yeah.
Sometimes they come, but they get too much attention.
Mm-hmm.
So and I need it to be about me, right? Like
yeah,
I'm the hot girl, not them. They're like, we're the hot dogs.
That's cool that you mentioned that, because also for me it's like walking my dog, and my dog's a poodle, so he gets all the attention of the world.
Right.
Like I can't take him anywhere. It's always all about him. But where can people find you on social media in case they want to follow your public accounts that you have?
You can follow me on Instagram. That's probably my most active social media. At Danimal_XOXO. I've had it since high school, and I will never change it.
Danimals, those are like the
little yogurts.
Yeah,
yes.
I remember those.
Yes.
And do you have a website?
I don't have a website yet. So if anybody has somebody who's pretty good at that, I might be interested.
Some people can find you at Yeyo's, right?
They can find me at Yeyo's. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Is there? I mean, obviously, don't want you to tell people that your shift, right?
My schedule.
But
I'm there pretty like all over the place. Like I facilitate between both locations because I have a team of like 8 bartenders. So just constantly checking in on them, making sure that they have all their batches, making sure that they feel confident during service, and like helping them get better. And I can't wait for them to contribute to the menu.
Oof. Well, that's exciting. Like I said, I look forward to the day where we're able to go. I think Miggs is going to go today, so I think. But whenever we can go, you know.
It is really great working at Yeyo's in my previous employers, and this is not a dig on any of them because they helped me get to where I am, right? But it was catered for a different demographic, so it's really wonderful to be behind Chef Raphael and be on his leadership team in terms of like getting a lot of like authentic Mexican flavors out there and like still having fun. It's really wonderful for me to not have to explain myself, explain my culture, explain my language to an employer that like just frankly doesn't want to get it, even though my finger is on the pulse of cocktail culture.
Yeah. He's always been really big, especially with that mezcal. Always like, doesn't he have the biggest mezcaleria? Is it?
Free for sure has one in the biggest in Northwest
he
Arkansas.
Really brought mezcal
and like it's really
honestly,
quite a collection.
Yeah, he's the one that actually brought me into it. I was with this artist Octavio Logo, and he was doing a piece for him, and I was part of. I forgot how I was involved, but anyway, we went back to Yeyo's and. He brought out the mezcal and with the cockroaches. No, what do you call it? With the crickets.
The crickets and the worms.
I've done that. Their flight. They have a whole mezcal.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do that.
And I've taken several people back to have that exact experience.
That's good.
Because it's really good, and he really did bring me into it. And it's for you and your talents. I just want to say I thank you. I felt very at home, and it wasn't only you. It was like the whole wait staff. What was the other girl's name?
I want to say Alexa.
Was it Alexa?
Yeah, she had a buzz cut.
Yeah. Alexa, and then Monica as well. Like
sweetheart.
That day I was just feeling like at home. I was great drinks. Sweet. You were able to talk to me about the drinks and recommend things, which sometimes you ask like people like, hey, like what should I get? And you're like, you see the roll of the eyes and the
Fireball.
Anyway,
chips.
I didn't feel that at all.
Chips and queso.
I felt very, very welcome. So thank you for that experience.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Can't
for
wait to
being
see
here.
you.
For that award-winning experience.
Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet.
Thank you so much for being here. For everybody that's listening, go check out some of the drinks that Daniela has crafted at Yeyo's in Bentonville and in Rogers. And if you see her there, say hi to her and tell her you listen to this episode. But for everybody listening, this is Irvin with the District 3 podcast.
This is Elena.
And Miggs.
And we're signing off.